YouTube, Rock and Pipe here. Hope you're all having a great Friday. And once again, I'm joining you all for the Matches 860 Friday Smoke. I know it is supposed to be done at 7 p.m. Eastern Time sharp. But like last week, I'm going to be busy at 7. So once again, I'm doing it early. Sorry, John. But I got the whole shebang. I got the Savinelli M860, the Friday pipe. I have Mr. Zippo. Actually, this Zippo used to belong to my grandpa, my dad's dad. I got the ginger ale. Haunted Bookshop is absent again. So instead, I have Billy Bud Blonde. And where are the labels? If I smoke this, am I going to live to be a 200? I don't know. It's missing the labels. Why? Because it's my own jar. So this is an interesting blend. So off we go. For you, John. Yeah. I love this blend. Well, for those of you who don't know, it's a burley-based blend from Cornell and Deal. And like most Cornell and Deal blends, it has burley in it. So basically, I think most of y'all are familiar with Billy Bud, the original. Okay, so it has a lot of Latakia or Latakia. I don't know the exact pronunciation of that, but well, take the Latakia out and add some Perique. That's what it is, the blonde. I guess Latakia makes it a brunette for some reason. I don't know. I think Perique is darker, but that's the topic of an entirely different discussion. So this has Cornell and Deal's Virginia Flake, some dark burleys, I think, maybe some white, Perique, and cigar leaf. I'm a big cigar smoker, and if I can ever get around to start my Newbies Monday episodes, I'm going to give you all a little bit of background information about my tobacco journey. So, but I came into pipe smoking from cigars, and I love cigars. But, and I think I've tried at least 4 or 5 cigar blends. Unfortunately, I didn't make it in time for the McClelland Maduro Glory. I know it doesn't have any Latakia in that, and I think it's only Virginias and cigar leaf. So I don't know how that used to taste, how that tasted, but apart from that, I never had that. But the ones that I did have, Key Largo from GLPs and, well, Cornell and Deal, Billy Bud, Blonde. What else? I know. Oh yeah, Robusto from GLPs. None of them really tasted anything like a cigar. They never even smelled like a cigar to me. They're good, but uncigar-like. So, they're kind of like, I think the cigar leaf, what it does is to add another dimension, maybe some depth, maybe some texture, but the flavor, no cigar flavor whatsoever. But it's still lovely. This is not sweet. It's not sour. It's not savory. It's everything. It's kind of like, I don't know, nutty. Yeah. Sometimes you get a little pop of Virginia sweetness, and I'm not talking about that hay-like citrus Virginia. I'm talking about, honeysuckle-like. I really love that flavor. So yeah, well, I think Matt Jazz 860 was really big on Billy Budd, the original, and I think he would have loved this one. Actually, right around Christmas, this past Christmas, we were exchanging back and forth on Messenger, and I told him that he should get some of this stuff. It's really good. And he said, I have so much stuff laying around, so I need to get rid of all of that. I don't like the clutter. So well, he was saving it for later, but yeah. You should have tried this, man. Let's see how it pairs with ginger ale. Uh-huh. You really should have tried this. Okay. Actually, it's funny that I'm drinking ginger ale. I don't think I don't think there's another person in the world that could make me drink that right now because it's sugary, and man, I'm fat. So for the past month or 5 weeks, I've been really watching what I eat, and I'm talking like really girly dieting, you know, because I think right after New Year's, well, I was over 210 pounds, something like that. Wow. And one problem is I was also a fatso in the autumn. I'm sorry for those of you all, uh, feel like feel a little fat. And I feel you. And no offense, please, but I mean, what I do, like I told you before, I do some acting and music and stuff. Well, it's kind of like you gotta watch what you eat, and you gotta care about how you look. And it's the thing when you sit down. I mean, I got this whole pile of meat. I can't do that. God bless for God bless y'all who can. And so anyway, around October, November, I usually I get dressed in layers, but I don't wear heavy coats. I like cooler weather, and I don't mind feeling a little chilly. So even when it's around, upper 30s, lower 40s, I just walk around with a t-shirt and with a fleece on it. So, but anyway, um, all these news circulating around about it's going to be a tough winter, it's going to be cold and everything. So I was taking a look at my wardrobe, and I have three coats. I hate shopping for clothes, as you could tell from my little collar here. It's all yeah, but I don't care. I'm wearing jeans from 10, 15 years back, and God bless them for making them the way they do, so they last. Because the newer ones, you wash them a couple of times, and you look at it like, is this the pair of jeans that I bought? But so I hate shopping. I hate spending money on clothes. When it comes to pipes and tobaccos, yeah, I overspend. But you got to make some compromises, and my wardrobe is where I make the compromise. So I have three coats. One is waterproof that I wear in really pouring rain weather. The other one is nicer looking, I wear it when I go to somewhere I need to look nice, smart casual, I guess. And there was one that was really casual. And I tried them on, and they didn't zip up. Forget zipping up. They didn't meet. The ends didn't meet. I was that chubby. That was around October or November. So I said, man, you got to do something about it. But how can you when, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holiday stuff is right around the corner? So I kept on putting on weight. Right after New Year's, I didn't even want to get on the scale. It's not only the looks. It's not only that your jeans don't fit and you don't want to sit, you just want to lay because of your belly and everything. It's the entire thing. And when I'm running, I love running, by the way. I just, I'm not a runner or anything, but, I jog. And I can jog about, 5 miles in about an hour. And when you get heavy, it's really tough on your knees, and it's tough on your heart. And I'm pretty sure that your entire blood dynamics are all over the place. So it's nice to keep fit and trim. I'm not talking about skinny. For those of you all who are skinny, please, again, no offense. This is just what I think. I like to be fit. I like to be chunky. Chunky. Is that a word to be used? I guess. Sturdy. But when your belly fat is protruding, oozing out of your jeans, well, that's not something that I really favor. Oh, ginger ale. Sugar. Oh my God. For John. Yeah. Okay. So, it's been a tough week. Actually, yeah. On Tuesday, Monday was all about waiting, okay? And I hate days that are about waiting. You can't do anything, whatever you could do, you've done that, and now it's, you just gotta sit down and wait to hear what's going on. And on Tuesday, I got the news that I didn't get the part. And it was a part that I really wanted, and I really thought that I could get it, Anyway, what I usually do, I like bouncing back. I don't like to sit down on my ass and sulk. I don't want to say like, oh, the world is a nasty place. Why I didn't get that? It's so unfair. I don't do that. I always think about, okay, on to the next thing. What can I do now? And it's really a blessing that there are things that I can do in that position, because if you're all dependent on other developments, then you just got to sit and wait for the next thing to come so you can do something about it. I don't do that. I'm pretty proactive. So Wednesday and Thursday was all about doing other stuff, which, of course, we're going to hear about. You guessed it, next week. Yay! Love waiting. This morning, I got some sad news. Well, my dear friend's father has passed. He was a Texas deputy sheriff. He was a lovely man. And I got the news. My friend um, wrote to me on Messenger, and there was just one line. My dad died. Well, so yeah, and of course, I'll try to be supportive and whatever I can do, but it's you can never change the fact that it's a sad thing because come to think of it, losing a loved one is always tough. But we only have one mom and one dad. I mean, technically, you could have 20 kids. And God forbid, if something was to happen to one of them, you might still have some other kids. And you have two grandpas and two grandmas. I'm talking about biological uh, relatives here. But we only have one mom and one dad. So that's a pain. That's a that's a pain that can only be lived once. It's a one-off, but it's a life-altering pain, I think. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful that my folks are alive, but you never know. So okay, so I don't want to bring anyone down, but rest in peace, Randy. Uh, you're a great man, and I'll always remember you as such, and your memory will live with me. Actually, we had some very funny moments. Once they lived in Montgomery, Houston, and at the time I was living down in Tyler, Texas. So once, we were going out to dinner, Rachel, Randy, and Elizabeth. So they came to pick me up from my home, and they arrived in this huge Chevrolet Silverado. Wow. I got into that and seeing, the inside of that SUV is like Knight Rider kit, I mean, with all the lights and all the fancy stuff going on, but this is real. And after you see something like that, you think twice before committing any sort of crime. So they came to pick me up, and we just went to have some steaks. Yeah, great guy. So yeah, in his memory, and he wasn't a pipe smoker, but he loved Scotch, whiskey, single malts. We shared a lot of tastes. So yeah, we're losing great people, but at least I really find comfort in thinking about the community. I know this might sound a little weird, but we're so connected, and it's great to know that all of y'all are out there for me. So, and we're all out there for each other, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I don't want to make any promises about next week. I know I promised about 3 weeks, 3 videos a week. But yeah, I mean, I think I ended up having to eat my words because it's not that it's time consuming, but when I do a video, I just want to sit down and do it, in a relaxed time. And I've been on the fly recently, so I didn't want to put out any poor content because I want them to be great. It's not that I'm a perfectionist, well, maybe a little, but hopefully I'll see you on Monday, the first episode of the Newbies Monday. Until then, take care, y'all. I love you. And I know it's a rookie mistake. You're not supposed to add anything after you sign off, but I'm really thankful for all the comments and the subs that I'm still getting. It's amazing. It's crazy. Once again, I'm not doing this for the numbers, so don't feel obliged to subscribe, to drop a comment or whatever. Do what you want. It's very valuable to me. If you kept watching until this far, you can't even imagine what it means to me. So I love sitting here and having a pipe with y'all. Enjoy your Friday smoke. And until next time, I love you. Bye-bye. And again, my screen died, so I'm going to do this. Well, probably I should edit all of this out, but, I promise not to. So at least keeping one promise. Bye-bye, y'all.